Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to film why I don't do the Walmart grocery delivery anymore, or just any grocery deliveries, because it doesn't matter what store. We used to live in Florida and I did it there through Publix, and it was just as bad. So the reason why is every time that I shop for a month's worth of groceries, and I will do another video on how I do groceries for a month, because I think that would be very helpful to other people. Hey, talking. But as far as I have done grocery pickups from, not pickups, but deliveries from Walmart, from Publix, from, I want to say there was another one, but maybe not. But I know those two for sure. So what they do is, if you've ever been at Walmart, you've actually may have seen the people walk around, but somebody who works there walks around with like some bins on like a, not a buggy, but I can't think of what I'm trying to say. Like, have you ever been to Lowe's and they have those little, not buggies, but stuff you could put like plywood on or something? Anyways, they have one of those with like crates in them, and so they walk around with the list on like some type of device. I don't know if it's a cell phone or what, and they pick whatever it is that you ordered and they stick it in there. She loves watching the dog. And so you can get anybody. You just get anybody who works there. So you may get somebody who is a high schooler and has never cooked a day in their life or whatever. And they may be trained to do this, I don't know, but when they go through the vegetables, I buy lots of fresh fruit and vegetables. That's just a big part of our diet. And so when they go and they pick these things, they don't know how to pick them. I have gotten the most unripe, most unready fruits and vegetables that you could imagine, and I've also gotten, she's watching my hand, I've also gotten fruits and vegetables that are literally rotten, literally have mold and mildew on them. So with that being said, like I just said, I mean, I plan meals out, literally know exactly what meals I'm gonna cook, and I even go as far as to plan them on a calendar as what day, so that way when I wake up, I don't have to guess what am I thawing out or what am I cooking today. I know exactly what I'm cooking. And I used to even get it down to like the sides that I was gonna cook. I don't so much do the sides because I've learned it's whatever mood we're in. And so, sorry, Allie just made a weird noise. I guess she just plopped herself down on the floor. Anyways, so with all of that being said, I have tried it multiple times, especially through Publix. We had like a subscription. We didn't really have a choice. Nathan worked 7 days a week and I didn't have a vehicle. So pretty much getting groceries was impossible for the two of us. We would have had to have gone at like 9 o'clock at night, and then he wouldn't even have had time to do, eat or take a shower. So I just did grocery, delivery or whatever. But it's with everybody, like I said, I don't know if they're trained to do that to get rid of the bad fruits and vegetables or what. But one thing that I did like about the Publix app, they used Instacart, and whoever was shopping for you would tell you, hey, you don't have this, can I substitute it for this? Or pick whatever substitute, or you can just not get it and you can get your money back. Well, the Walmart app doesn't do that. And so if you're trying to get some pears, they'll just either completely take it off, and you can't go back on there and be like, well, I just want fresh fruit. So you can't go back on there and say, well, just pick up a bag of apples instead, or some plums, or whatever. So that's something that I have found super inconvenient in comparison to the two. But overall, there's always stuff missing, and I go back through, and I can't tell you how many times I've had to go back through and say, like, hey, like, we never got this, and we paid for it. Like, that's not cool, you know? Did the delivery person, did they forget a bag? Did they take it out of the bag because they needed it at home? You know, it's just things like that you really don't know. And this isn't every time occurrence, but I would say almost. It was like 9 times out of 10 that we're having stuff missing. And sometimes it would be okay because, you know, we didn't pay for it. But it's like the one ingredient I needed for a certain recipe for dinner. And so it's not just an apple or whatever. It's something that was important, like some noodles to make spaghetti. Like, I'd be missing half of the recipe. And so now that I have a vehicle, and it's not, it's an option now, we don't do it. I stay away from it. Nobody knows how to pick out fruits and vegetables anymore. I don't know if that's a lost art, like, I don't know, but people don't understand, like, an avocado, or I don't know, just I have gotten like a rock solid hard cantaloupe before, solid green, like that's not ripe at all, like that they picked it way too early type situation. So anyways, that's why I don't do grocery deliveries anymore, because it never turns out right. I'm always missing something that I end up having to go back to the store anyways. Now, because I shop for a whole month, I am in there for at least almost every single time. It never fails, literally like 2 exact hours. So it takes a lot, and it's a lot if I'm with her by myself. So we always make it like a Saturday grocery trip. Nathan comes, he pretty much watches the buggy and her. But this time we tag teamed. I took her in a stroller. We just went. Today is Monday, we just went Saturday, so 2 days ago. But like I said, I will do a video on how I grocery shop, how I make meals, and how I just maintain other things. And we're pretty much, not necessarily because we have to, but because I think it's good to be on a budget. I try to shoot for the $300 range. Sometimes it's $350, and then if we're completely out of everything, and when I say everything, like your toiletries that are very expensive, it ends up being way more than $300. But that only happens, I would say, once a year. We spend more than $350. So, and because we have her, sometimes we have to get bottle liners and stuff like that. But anyways, I'll get into that in a different video. But we stopped using the grocery deliveries, and maybe a lot of you that are watching have used it too, and it's turned out great, and that's wonderful. But because I don't buy, just canned and pantry foods, that I buy a lot of fresh stuff and meats. A lot of times I'll buy, I was buying like certain types of meats and they weren't delivering right at all. Maybe they didn't have it, or 9 times out of 10, well, I'd say about 7 times out of 10, because the Walmart in South Haven is always empty. Like, there's nothing ever on the shelves. Like, I don't know what, I've never seen management so terrible. This is the worst Walmart, but it's the only one that's closest, and I would rather not have to go into Memphis, into like those types of areas or whatever. But plus that's like a 25-minute drive just to get some groceries, and we have a baby, so I think the next best thing is Hernando, which is 30 minutes or 25 minutes away. So anyways, South Haven Walmart stinks as far as keeping stuff in stock. I can look it up right here on the Walmart app on my phone. I'll pull it up and it'll literally say in store. You go over there in the store, It's not in the store. I don't know if they're in the back and they're just too lazy to, you know, bring out the stuff. I don't know. But they never have anything. But with all that being said, I would order like meats and stuff, and then they would bring. I would order, like, say I ordered pork chops with the bone, like T-bone pork chops. They would bring me like thin sliced, almost like breakfast chops, like thin, and like stacks of like 8, because it was the same price. I'm like, that's not what I ordered. We don't even eat that. Like, how do I even cook that? But anyway, so that's why we don't use grocery deliveries anymore. What are you staring at? Can you say bye-bye? Say bye-bye. We'll see you next time.